Big Apollo. I'm about the bottle.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see tight end Dawson Knox. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bills and the Falcons coming up next.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You know, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation here, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Soriano, the first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers for Sanders last week, 16 carries, 72 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
From the gun on 3rd down, Soriano. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throwing after the interception. Soriano. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Running right. Here's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards. And now it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Soriano. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Soriano. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Soriano completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Soriano. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Allen. Quick slant, he's got Elliott. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
But James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That is definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Soriano. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soriano under pressure. They got him again. Devin White, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw on 2nd down. Soriano, he finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Soriano. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On play action, Allen. That one complete, Elliott. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 30 yards. Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soriano. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, Soriano. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Soriano. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Algier, touchdown, Falcons.
Point after here coming up. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 143 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Allen. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On the move to his left. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Allen now on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Allen again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially.
Back now in Buffalo. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Soriano, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Soriano. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Soriano. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Allen. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is fielded in the end zone and only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's brought in downfield by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. To throw on second down, Soriano, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Soriano. And my goodness, another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Allen going to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw on second down. Soriano. That ball caught by Harrison. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. James Cook running back out now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2nd and 5 now. Allen looking deep for Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Soriano. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too...
tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Out to his left. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Quick slant. He's got Elliott. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Allen's going to look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Soriano. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.